Welcome back to another episode of Anything and Everything. I am your host, Lawrence Johnson. Don't forget to hate and subscribe. It's a Monday. We back like cook crack in the 80s. You already know. And peace in the Middle East. Has it been achieved? According to some, according to me, hell no. Yes, a hostage exchange is great, and this is a great step forward. And Trump flew over there to the Middle East, went to Israel, had a couple meetings. You already know what I'm saying. Obviously had to please our greatest ally, but the hostage exchange has begun, and all the men that were on the Hamas side have been released, and there's now videos circulating of their hostages being welcomed back with their family. But then immediately, I'm brought to problem number one. Why is there no video of Palestinian hostages being released? Why are there no interviews by Palestinian families or Palestinian hostages with TVs after they've been released? Because they're not allowed to. Israel is saying that's against the law and they could go back to prison for that. Play that.
The Israelis have banned any kind of celebration. They've also banned the families of those prisoners being interviewed by the press.
So that's a red flag right off the rip, because why are they not allowed to interview? And why is their family not allowed to interview? And why are we not allowed to see videos of what the Palestinian hostages look like? Or is it because they'll be too malnourished to even interview? And because some of them are being deported, not even to Palestine. Imagine you've waited for a year and a half, 2 years to get somebody back. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, sorry, we deported them to Egypt, or we put them to them. So they didn't actually get to go home. But then the Israeli hostages, we see videos, we see all these people celebrating. It's on TV. And it's like, these are different humans than the other humans that are being released. And it's like, every time I see Palestine, prisoners. But Israel is hostages. So it's like, wait, you're already showing this discrepancy of what you think one is and what you think the other is. No, they're both hostages. That's for motherfucking sure. And then when I see these videos of Israeli hostages being released, it's like, they look healthy. They don't look like they've been held captive for 2 years straight and malnourished and being bombed constantly. I know that's for sure. Where it's like, if anything, it shows me just how humane the group of people that were holding them captive were. I don't see bruises. I don't see breaks. I see smiles. I see joy. I see not a lot of weight lost. Where it's like, wait, you want me to believe that these are the worst of the worst people in the world, when I can clearly see that hostages have been held for 2 years? I've seen videos like Younis of entire cities obliterated, and these hostages are being released this healthy? I don't know. To me, that's just an immediate flag where I'm like, whoa. There's clearly a difference in between how these two people are being held captive and imprisoned. Because the few videos I do see of Palestinians being released are like this. And then one of the most shocking discoveries that should be headline news everywhere is that Israel was faking all of their footage that was used to destroy cities, buildings, hospitals, and supposed underground tunnels. Now that has been proven by using 3D renders, former games, and people using AI where they're like, wait, that's literally from something we've created. So like the houses that had missiles in them, or these underground tunnels and these elaborate places, none of it was real. It was all just, oh yeah, this is what we think it looks like, so we're going to carry out mass explosives and mass missiles in all these locations because, our intel says this, even though their intel didn't say that. All of this information was faked and created by them. And so that's why I'm sorry if I'm not just ecstatic and happy that hostages are being exchanged, especially when people like Bibi Netanyahu come out and say, oh, the job's not finished. Or Ben Gvir says, oh, well, this is only step one. Now we need to go eradicate the rest of Hamas. And Bibi Netanyahu says, oh, our enemy is resting and getting stronger. It's like, well, that's why I don't believe this is peace in the Middle East, because no, this is a bait and switch. Thanks for the hostages. Now we're going to finish the job we have off. I hope I'm wrong. But all signs point to that's exactly what's going to happen, especially that Palestinians that are hostages aren't even being released back to Palestine. I don't know. I just feel like there's all this celebration when really there should be a lot of questions. And immediately, where are the Nuremberg trials? Like, we don't forget. There's no way that I'm going to be able to just move on when I know you've killed over 50,000 women and children. And just no one has to pay for that? Oh, that's just the price of war? No. What happened with Germany? Yeah, they still paying reparations till this day. There was a lot of people that went to prison. Some were sentenced to death. And now Israel just gets to be treated differently because they're our greatest ally? No. I need to see whoever was a part of that squad that buried the ambulance and killed all the paramedics. Since one person did get fired, so you guys know who's on the squad, yeah, they need to go to prison. They can't just, use their dual citizenship and come back to the U.S. I don't want them in my country. I don't want murderers and people that have fun killing women and children because they don't see them as human in the U.S. No thanks. Bibi Netanyahu. Trump tried to say, we should pardon him. Hey, Israel, pardon him. He's a good guy. No, he's not. He's a genocidal maniac. And he should be treated as such. He should immediately go to prison. Yes, this is amazing. The hostages are exchanged. But that doesn't just brush off all the murderous things you have done over the last 2 years. No. People need to go to prison. Tom Alexandrovich. He still hasn't been back to the U.S. Now, that's not has to do with the prison, but that's another person that was in the U.S. that is now in Israel that needs to be extradited right back here. I need to look into everyone that was a part of the IDF that was sniping babies, that was destroying hospitals, that were purposely sending drones into tents of people that were staying there. Those people need to go to prison. We don't just move on. No. Could you imagine if Trump were to fly in World War II over to Germany after the war has ended and was like, hey, man, we should pardon Adolf. For real. Like, y'all don't understand. We got them out of Auschwitz. It's cool now. We gonna give some of the 8 prisoners back and let's just move on. So I know. Y'all was tripping. Y'all was sentencing a lot of them to death. You was killing a lot of people, but it's over now. The war's done. So we're just gonna move on, act like nothing happened. You think the Zionists of today would be okay with that? So no, I need that same fucking energy. People need to pay. It's not just, let's move on. My bad, we killed, over 50,000 women and children. Nah. Nigga, we not moving on nowhere. What the fuck was that? Yeah, run that. I'm gonna need that. Now, it does seem like we are taking steps in the right direction for the Middle East as a whole, but that also comes at the same time of, I think we're just selling to the highest bidder. Because I just want you to think for 1 second, if Joe Biden would have announced, hey, we're building a Qatari Air Force base and we're going to attach it to Idaho. Yeah, they're going to have some of their military members come in. Yeah, they're going to have some of their jets come in and they're going to train with us side by side. People been like, we selling out to the Middle East. Terrorists are going to take over and attack our country. But somehow MAGA has now spun this, you guys just don't understand. This is very normal. Do you not remember that Trump literally, like, less than a decade ago was like, that's a country full of terrorists? We damn near need to get rid of them? Now he said, I just didn't understand them better. No, you just didn't start selling to them yet and start saying, you'll give me a jet for free? Just so you can start building shit over here and I can build a golf course? So I can make money with y'all. Nigga, I'm down. And now we tied in with the Middle East and all of a sudden, MAGA has no problem. Same goes for Pam Bondi and Donald Trump now saying, we need to know and people to register their firearm. We need to know certain things. We need to make a list, 2FA list. Wasn't y'all supposed to start shooting back and fighting back when some shit like that happened? Nobody can infringe on your Second Amendment rights? That's what I'm starting to realize. A lot of these people on the far right wing, that's MAGA, all talk, no action. And it's because y'all be on y'all knees so crazy for Trump that you'll just move the goalpost as far as you have to because you just trust this man with your life. I don't know why, because he don't give a fuck about you, but you do. And sooner than later, they gonna come knocking on your door too. And then it's gonna be too late. I'm just saying. Everything looks glitz, glamour, but behind scenes, we are getting fucked. Government still shut down. They're saying out loud, we don't know if we're gonna be able to pay people. But now everything's supposed to just be moved on, forgot about, because there's peace in the Middle East. Even though that really hasn't actually been achieved hostage exchange, this is only day one. What's going to happen day 2, day 3? And then let's not act like we were not just funding a genocide for the last 2 years. Motherfuckers is trying to move on. Just like they're trying to move on from Tom Homan accepting $50,000. JD Vance went and tried to talk to George on the interview, and George asked him a very simple question. So what about this $50,000 with Tom Homan? And as always, these motherfuckers can never just give a straight answer. Play that.
George, I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility. Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You're focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next, we'll be right back.
Hey, reporters, take notes. That's how you handle a stupid fucking liar that's not going to do an honest interview. I don't feel like hearing all that bullshit. We're moving on. And of course, now all the mag be turning into snowflakes. This is so disrespectful. How is he just going to cut him off like that? He doesn't want to hear the truth. No. You guys just believe every single lie your talking puppets tell you. And so real reporters, real journalists like, oh, you're just going to sit there and lie? Well, I'm not going to waste my time anymore. Let's move on. If you can't answer the question of him accepting $50,000, which is caught on audio, what the fuck else is there to really talk about? And that's the whole point. As soon as we ask the difficult questions, just immediate deflection. Now we're at the tariff question. And Donald Trump himself, after the shit in stock market completely crashed, also take note that a couple days before, Eric Trump said, buy the dip. And this is his third time saying that. And then within 2 weeks, the entire stock market crashes. And then Donald Trump goes and saves it by saying, oh, no worries. We're going to figure everything out with China. At least saves it, quote unquote. There's millions of people that lost millions of dollars, some of their entire portfolio, etc. And on the low, someone made close to $1 billion by buying put calls, and thousands of them, right before Donald Trump made his announcement. And we're not going to say that that person wasn't in the know or possibly part of Trump's circle. And then Barron Trump, his son, at the same simultaneous time, gets tipped to, oh, we're going to need you on the board for TikTok. Excuse me, what? A motherfucker with no background in social media? I've never seen him make a creative video. I don't even think I've ever seen the man really talk in public or give a good interview. Is now going to be one of the head people and panels on TikTok. And that's not like nepotism in its finest. And then Donald Trump gets caught on a hot mic with the Indonesian president, and he's talking about, oh, I need to talk to your sons. Go ahead, play that. It's not weird to anybody else that he's trying to get side deals done for his sons with a different president from a different country. And what backdoor deal is that going to be to make them even more rich? Who knows? I guess we're supposed to just turn a blind eye and not care because there's supposedly peace in the Middle East right now. I don't know. This shit is just like, all seems like a facade of just like, hey, I know everything's burning down, but look at this good thing that you guys should all just put your eyes on while all the other bullshit takes place. And what is that bullshit? China doing exponentially better without us. Their exports just came out better than expected. AKA, they don't fucking need us. That's what Trump and them didn't realize. Is, oh, you can try to play hardball, you can try to play difficult. They're still just going to spend their money elsewhere. We're losing the battle in the tariff war to China. Our prices are going up. MTG at least is honest enough to come out loud and say it. But we live in this echo chamber of, well, this is where I get my information from. And this is how Donald Trump wants it, because that's why there's so many people that aren't even allowed to ask him questions anymore. Like Politico. Would you consider them like a left or right? Or it's like, they're pretty straightforward, middle, down the line type of organization. They go on Air Force, and she asks him a kind of difficult question. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, well, Politico's fake news. Play that.
Who are you with?
Politico, Dasha Burns, sir.
Dasha, Politico. Politico's gone bad. They've been so wrong about everything. Politico. Politico has been so wrong about everything. Let's get somebody else to ask some questions. Do you mind? Is that all right? Because Politico is fake news.
So basically, if you don't ask Donald Trump a softball question that he can easily answer and make himself look good, you're fake news and you suck. I mean, that must be a nice world to live in, where it's just like, oh yeah, everybody, no. Anybody that reports the bad stuff, fake news, all lies. And then they actually have people believe you too. Whole entire group of millions of people like, fuck yeah, he's right. And it's just like, no, never mind. You guys are just a little bit slow, short post material. You guys should have like a patch right here. That's just like, yeah, my opinion shouldn't really matter. Because at the end of the day, no. What the fuck are we even talking about here? Our country is going towards shit. Everything is up. The only thing that's down is the jobs. And down in a bad way. Motherfuckers can't find shit. Unemployment rate skyrocketing. Job opportunity down. I mean, when does the winning supposedly kick in here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then while all this is happening, AIPAC released one of the worst commercials that I have ever seen in my entire life. It's almost like, how desperate could y'all possibly be?
AIPAC is an American organization that works to strengthen the U.S.-Israel relationship. This partnership advances America's interests and democratic values and helps keep Israel safe. Our 5 million members are U.S. citizens, Democrats and Republicans.
So you literally just admitted that you have people on both sides, that you're funding both sides, and you're trying to control both narratives to push forward and push through to Israel. Nobody fucking wants that. And if you want that, you need to be a foreign entity. I don't understand how they literally have gotten this far. Well, I do understand, because they killed JFK as soon as he tried to make them be like, oh no, AIPAC, you guys should not be an American entity. You should be foreign. Well, grassy knoll, see you never. But now it's like, wait, hold on, it's 2025, son. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about? That was one of the worst commercials I've ever seen in my life. And we're supposed to just sit there and be like, oh yeah, this is normal? That's not fucking normal. AIPAC, get the fuck out. Go register over there. You're a foreign country. And it kills me because like, oh no, AIPAC, this is normal. This is Israel first. You guys have to get used to it. No, I don't. Is there something for China? ASAC? Where everything is China related, and then we have an office in Shanghai directly for China, and then they buy Republicans and Democrats to push forward China first and make sure our relationship's good with them, and they get to recognize themselves as an American entity? Yeah, I know, right? That sounds fucking egregious, and a lot of people would freak the fuck out and be like, what's going on? Is this China first or America first? Yeah, well, exactly. Calls come from inside the crib. Fuck you, AIPAC. Get out. No longer. We don't want y'all money. Nobody wants to vote anybody that has any type of attachment to you guys into government. Right now, it's just a little bit too late because a lot of people are just waking up and getting into the know of what AIPAC is exactly and how many people you guys have bought. Newsflash, though. That shit is over. Guys better pack that shit up. Get the fuck over there, because you guys as an American entity, that ends very, very motherfucking soon. And thank God. You know what else? Thank God. Basketball season, people. It is back among us. We have a week left. And let me tell you, that man Cooper Flag looked like a motherfucking dog, son. That game versus the Hornets, the way he was moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, behind the back, pull up, the way they giving him the ball in the floor, set a screen right here, pick and roll. He gonna be a playmaker too? This kid's 18, yo. Motherfucker is NBA ready. Him, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, 3 elite rookies to watch out for this year. Dallas Mavs as a whole, D-Lo, perfect opportunity and situation for him to really thrive. I'm surrounded by defenders and 7-footers. I got Klay Thompson right here. I got Cooper right here. I got AD right here. I got Gafford or Lively at the 5. Dallas is going to be something serious. And then Kyrie going to come back? Oh, shitting me? Oh, the West is about to be serious this year. East, on the other hand, that shit looking trash, my boy. Let me tell you. Oh, my days. I still don't know if the Cavs could actually punch through, but Boston, that shit looking shaky. Obviously, Jason Tatum, we don't know how long he going to be out with his Achilles, but it's like, he could be coming back sooner than we think. The medicine and how they be doing shit now, shit is different, son. But it's like, it's just, they've lost so much talent over there, and who knows how much longer Younis is even going to stay over there. You feel me? Oh, man, I can't wait for the NBA season to be back. And some other pop culture shit I've been seeing is this whole this dude Hassan that be Twitch streaming or whatever. It's just been all over my timeline about him shocking his dog. It's just like, it is kind of insane where you was really using your dog as like a place prop for years. And if it would just move out of frame where you didn't like it, shock. And you could see it in multiple videos. He would lean over, shock, shock, shock. But it's so funny because streaming is such a cancel culture, right? They can't wait to try to cancel each other out unless it's one of their own. That girl Pokemon or whatever how the fuck you say her name, right? They were supposed to do a podcast together and drop it. And all of a sudden she's like, well, in midst of everything going on, my team didn't want to drop it. We still wanted to drop it, but I'm going to have to talk to them and we'll figure everything out later. But it's like, I've seen you try to cancel people for a lot less. And you couldn't wait. Like, if this was Aiden Ross, that was supposedly shocking his dog in the corner just as a prop, oh, shit. They would have tried to cancel this man all over again. Would have been a boycott in Aiden Ross. Each person would have made a video about him saying this is what happened. But it's because it's this dude that everybody supposedly loves. And because he's super left wing, it's just like, oh, well, no, he wouldn't do that. I guess he would. The facts look you right there in the face. And then he tried to come on and say, well, no, this isn't actually a shot count. Like, bro, we could see the duct tape, son. Who you trying to fool? This is the internet. They could have moved on in 48 hours if you just been like, yeah, that was fucked up. I was shocking my dog. She had just been roaming around, pissing a lot lately. So I just try to keep her in one place. And they probably would have moved on. But you sitting there lying. People don't do well with lies, and we can see through the lies. It's the internet. You don't think people are going to scour through all your different Twitches and VODs and find all over the place? You pressing this button every single time she's out of a fucking radius? You don't like your dog. You like the aesthetic and the prop that it plays. And then you're trying to tell people, move on. People are just mentally insane. Nobody's mentally insane. You're just caught red-handed. You don't know what to do. Shit's crazy to me, son. Cancel culture be so ready to cancel a motherfucker until it's they own. When the call comes from inside the house, it's like, oh, hold on. I don't want to touch that one. Man, grow the fuck up. I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Anything and Everything. We're going to be back on Wednesday. Don't forget to hate and subscribe. Stay Mephistophelian, iniquitous, and vociferous at all times. And as always, man, I appreciate y'all watching this all the way through. Let me know in the comments what we could do to get better or something that you want me to cover. And like I said, we slowly but surely expanding this. I'm working on some different things in the background where you're going to see all of a sudden there's going to be more videos popping up that are outside just this realm. You're going to be like, oh, shit. And now I see what Anything and Everything is all about. So just trust the process with me, people, and keep on sharing to your other people. I appreciate everything. And I'm going to see y'all on Wednesday. I'm out.